Hello everyone, welcome to Pokemon TCG Center, Mario with you, and today I have the scans from Ancient Origins. So the set comes with totally 98 cards. So the first card in this set is a Oddish. Just a regular one with 3 power. With flip a coin who hits this attack does 10 more damage. Nothing really special about this card. Then we have also Bloom, 80 HP, Drool. You'll be able to pull both cards with a Ultra Ball or Level Ball from your deck. And there is a Vileplume with Irritating Pollen, which prevents you and your opponents from playing item cards from hands. So the strong card, same like Seismitoad EX, but it's just have a ability. 130 HP, 3 retreat cost, the same like all the Vileplume from a Boundaries Cross when the retreat is and HP in when we talk about it. But the old Vileplume abilities was a weakness times 4, and this one is the one like from the hard gold era when your opponents wasn't able to play item cards from hands just like you. The next card is a Bellosum, nothing really special to talk about this card, not strong to play in competitive play. Then we have Spinark with a String Shot, flip a coin, you hit your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. This card can be played with Ariados because you can pull them both with Level Ball, and you can also play this deck in Seismitoad EX deck with a Dragology because with Ariados you will prevent your opponents will be a poisoned and it will take 10 more damage between turns, and with Dragology your opponents won't be able to retreat, and with Seismitoad you will be able to lock your opponents, and with full heal you can just heal your active Seismitoad EX, or you can just even play Pokemon Center Lady, so not a bad card to play as support with the new Seismitoad X and Y format. Then we have a Sceptile EX with 170 HP, which is pretty strong EX in the new format, with only 1 retreat cost, with Sleep Poison. For 1 energy, flip a coin, you hit your opponent's active Pokemon is now asleep and poisoned. And with 2 energy, 60 plus 70 if your opponent's active Pokemon is affected by special conditions. So with Muscle Band you can attack with 1 energy for 30, and with Unseen Claw for 150 if your opponent is affected by special condition. With this Sceptile EX in the new format, there's a new stadium which allows you to play stage 2 cards the first turn if they are grass, so you can evolve in Mega Sceptile EX with 220 HP with ability stop to prevent all effects of your opponent's Pokemon's ability done to this Pokemon, which is ridiculous. For 2 energies you have the same attack as a Virizion EX, you can hit for 100, and you might attach up to 2 energy cards from your hand to your benched Pokemon in any way you like, so it's just ridiculous. If you attach the energy to a Pokemon in this way, heal all damage from that Pokemon, and this card can be played in combination maybe with a Mega, let's say Manectric. You can also play it with Yveltal, so pretty strong card, maybe even the new Lugiites in the format. We'll see how the meta will go. So weakness on Fire type and 2 retreat cost, but a pretty strong card for the new format that is coming next month. So we have Combi with 40 HP, nothing special, but there is a Wespy Queen with Be Revenge, 20 plus 10 more damage for each Pokemon you discard pile. With the new format command, with new evolutions, you can just have your West Queen have more than just grass type, and your opponent's Pokemon can be weak to more than one type. So with 20 plus 10, you can basically hit for 20 with Muscle Band, 40, and 10 more for each Pokemon in your discard pile, which is also insane. And the first attack, you might draw cards until you have 6 in your hand, which is also not bad. Moving on to next card, which is a full art Wespy Queen, but not playable as just a regular Wespy Queen. But on this Pokemon you can have 2 tools attached, so that's a new double ability. We have a Grass Virizion with Bailout, put 2 Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand, and price count. If you have more price card left than your opponents, then you will do 80 more damage. So, not bad attack for 2 energies, enough to one-hit a Seismitoad EX or any other Pokemon that are weak to Grass. Then you have a Flareon 90 HP with Flare effect. Each of your stage 1 Pokemon in play is now a Fire type in addition to existing type, and you can also pull out this card with a level ball, so really nice card. There's a Entei with Burning Row. Discard the top 4 cards of your deck. If any of those cards are fire energy, attach them to your Pokemon in any way you like, so not bad. Also to charge your deck for speed, and there's Combat Blaze 20 plus 20 more for each of your opponent's benched Pokemon, so nothing strong. But if your opponents have, for example, 8 Pokemons, so that's totally 180 damage with 2 energies, and that's not bad if you play against maybe Rayquazas or any other deck that have more than 8 Pokemons in play. Full Art Entei, pretty amazing card. Also with double effect, you can have 2 tools attached to it. With Flame Screen, during your opponent's next turn, any damage done to this Pokemon is reduced by 30, and for 4 energy, 130. And flip a coin if tails, this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself, so I don't see this card can be playable at all. There's a Larvesta and Volcarona. Also nothing special about this card. I can see this card playable. There's another Volcarona, just a regular one. Search your deck for a basic Pokemon, put it onto the bench, then search your deck for up to 2 basic energy and attach them to that Pokemon, shuffle your deck afterwards. So with Solar Bird, well, you can probably search your deck for some EX Pokemons and put it on your bench with Solar Bird. Not a bad card, but if you compare that this is stage 1 Pokemon and that you need to attack, so you need to burn 2 turns to attack and evolve, not good to play. And there's my favorite card of all time, Magikarp and Gyarados. There's also Full Art Gyarados, which looks so sick. If you have any of these Gyarados and you're able to send me one, please private message me, leave a comment below. I'm so interested in this card, this looks so amazing. With the double effect, this Pokemon may have 2 tools attached to it. Full Retaliation, 30 plus 30 more damage for each damage counter on each of your benched Magikarps. Anti-Trash for 100. But also not that playable card at all, just looks amazing. Then we have Vaporeon with Aqua effect. Each of your stage 1 Pokemon in play are now water type in addition to its existing types. Relicanth, search your deck for up to tools, reveal them and put into your hand, nothing special. Then we have Regice with Ice Burn and Resistant Blizzard. During your opponent's next turn, prevent all effects of attack, including damage done to this Pokemon with Pokemon EX. So you need to attack to prevent your opponent's EX to do any damage. And there's also Ice Beam with Flip a Coin. If it hits, your opponent's active Pokemon is now paralyzed. 120 HP, 3 retreat cost, weakness on metals. Well, it can maybe be playable card. There's Kyurem EX with Glaciate. The same attack as have the regular Kyurem from Noble Victories, 30 damage to each of your opponent's Pokemon, and Ice Alibur for 130, discard an energy attached to this Pokemon. Defending Pokemon cannot attack during your opponent's next turn, so 180 HP, not bad. And there's a Jolteon, the same effect as a Flareon and Vaporeon, just any Pokemon in play is now a Lightning type, in addition to its existing types. Then we have Ampharos EX, 170 HP with Thunder Road for 1 energy. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck and attach as many Lightning Energy cards you find there as you like to this Pokemon. Shuffle the other cards back into your deck. And with Spartan Tile, this attack damage isn't affected by weakness, resistance, or any other effects of your opponent's active Pokemon. 100 damage for 4 energies. So with a Mega Evolution, Mega Ampharos EX for 220 damage, You can hit for 120 with 2 lightnings and 2 colors, and you might do 50 more damage and leave your opponent's active Pokemon paralyzed. If you do, this Pokemon does 30 damage to itself. I don't understand really this translation of this card, but it is how it is. Resistance -20 on metals, trigger to hit cost, and weakness on fighting Pokemons. You can play this card with Mega Manectric as well. There's a Rotom with Electric Mischief. Flip 3 coins for each head, choose a random card from your opponent's hand, your opponent reveals this card and shuffles it into his or her deck. Unknown with Firewall Ladder. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you might discard this card and all cards attached to it. If you do, draw a card. Beltoy and a Beltoy Full Art. Look at the top 3 cards of either player's deck and put them back on the test player deck in any order. So not bad at all, because there's a dimension wall, you can use this deck for free. And we have Claydol with Rewind. Devolve each of your opponent's evolved Pokemon and put the highest stage evolution card on it into your opponent's hand. So you can devolve your opponent's Mega EXs with this Claydol. There's a Golett, Golrook Full Art. It's both a fighting and a psychic type. There's a Hoopa EX with Scoundrel Ring. When you play this card from your hand onto your bench, you might search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon EX, expect Hooka, reveal them and put into your hand. So not a bad card at all. You can just accelerate your deck more with Shamings and set up your Mega Rayquaza and regular Rayquaza. So really nice card to play, really nice effect, and the attack is not good at all. There's a Machamp PX, 180 HP, Steaming Mad for 1 fighting and 1 colorless. This attack does 20 more damage times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon, so this Pokemon is now confused. Strong attack to use, weakness on Psychic types, Retreat 3 and Crazy Hammer with 3 energies for 80 plus. If this Pokemon is affected by special condition, this attack does 80 more damage, then remove all special conditions from this Pokemon. So 160 next turn. Pretty strong card. Wooper, now reprinted as a fighting type, not anymore water type. There's also Quagsire, first introduced in Neo. There's a Regirock, Golrook, and Tyranitar EX. 180 HP, Hammer in for 60 with 3 energies, for 4 energies, Break Ground, 130. For retreat cost, resistance -20 on psychic types, weakness ×2, 2 fighting types, and there's also a Mega Tyranitar EX. With double, you can have 2 tools on this Pokemon attached. 110 plus 60 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon, which is ridiculous. Ridiculous strong. Destroyer King for 4 energies, 2 darkness and 2 double colors energy. I mean, this card just amazing. 60 more damage for each damage counter on your opponent's active Pokemon, so this card can overhit any Pokemon in play. So moving to the next card, which is a Sableye with Bewitching Eye, 70 HP for 1 darkness energy. Choose support a card from your opponent's discard pile and use it as the effect of this attack. Something similar to Smurgle from Call of Legend, but his ability was to play to reveal your opponent's hand and play any supported card you find there. Well, not bad card for support. Then we have a Inkay. If the defending Pokemon tries to attack during your opponent's next turn, your opponent flip a coin. If tailed, this attack does nothing. Nothing special about this card. There's one more Melinar and Beldon with Metang and Metagross with Magnetic Warp. Once during your turn, you might switch your active Pokemon with one of your benched Pokemon. If you do, your opponent switch his or her active Pokemon with one of his or her benched Pokemon. So you might discard all energy and does 80 more damage. So not trash card, but you can play it with Bronzongs as well to accelerate, but I think that discarding, well, maybe discard 2 metal energies, and with Metal Link you can attach them easily, so do 160 with Muscle Band 180. Well, not a bad card. I would say rating from 1 to 10, maybe 6 in playability, but it's stage 2, so you need to evolve it into stage 2, don't forget that. There's a full art Metagross, looking pretty amazing with a double effect, and also guard press for 80, and machine gun stomp for each card in your hand, 20 plus 10. There's a Registeel, with Iron Head. Flip a coin if till you get tails. This attack does 30 damage times the number of head, and Forbidden Iron Hammer for 70. If your opponent's active Pokemon is Pokemon EX, discard an energy attached to that Pokemon. So, pretty interesting attack to use if you play against the EX deck. There's a Ralts, Kirlia, and a Gardevoir with Bright Heal ability. Once during your turn, you might heal 20 damage from each of your Pokemon, and Telekinesis, this attack does 50 damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon. So, only Bright Heal ability is good to mention, and also art of the card. There is Coctoon, now reprinted as Fairy, not Grass anymore, and Whimsicott. Move all damage counters from one of your opponent's benched Pokemon to your opponent's active Pokemon. Wow, interesting. And there's a Giratina EX, 170 HP Dragon type with Renegade Pulse. Prevent all effects of attack, including damage done to this Pokemon by opponent's Mega Evolution Pokemon. So, Mega Evolution cannot attack Giratina EX. And with 1 Grass, 1 Psychic, and 2 Colress, you can use Chaos Wheel for 100, and your opponents can play any Pokemon Tool, Special Energy, or Stadium card from his or her hand during next turn. Amazing card. There's a Gummy. You might search a deck for another Gummy when you attach energy from your hand to this Gummy. There's a Sliggoo and a Godra. This attack does 20 more damage to one of your opponent's Pokemon for each in retreat cost. Okay. Shining Bread. During your opponent's next turn, this Pokemon cannot be affected by special conditions. Well, not a playable card. There's a Meowth, cool looking Meowth. Also cool looking Persian. We have Eevee, Porygon, Porygon 2, Porygon Z Full Art. Devolve as many of your benched Pokemon as many times as you like. Put each evolution card removed this way into your hand. So, Digital Robot, maybe to play this card with a Crobats, but you need to attack, devolve them, so not sure. And there's a Lugia EX, 170 HP, Aero Ball, 20 times 20 times the amount of energy attached to both active Pokemon. So, like the old Mewtwo EX, but it's just Colress type. Weakness on Lightnings, resistance minus 20 on fighting types, and Deep Hurricane. If there is any Stadium card, this attack does 70 more damage than this card is Stadium. Then we have Ace Trainer, Supporter. You can play this card only if you have more prize card left than your opponents. Each player shuffles his or her hand into the deck, then drop 6 cards, your opponents draw 3 cards. But you need to have more prize cards left than your opponents. And for a Spirit Link, Echo Arm, shuffle 3 Pokemon Tool cards from your discard pile into your deck. Energy Recycle, shuffle 5 basic energy cards from your discard pile into your deck. Faded Town, at any time between turns, put 2 damage counters on each Mega Evolution Pokemons. Forest of Giant Plants. Each player's grass Pokemon can evolve during his or her first turn, or the turn he or she plays those cards. Hexmanic Supporter, until the end of your opponent's next turn, each Pokemon in play, each player's hand, and each player's discard pile has no abilities. Level Ball, reprinted from a Next Destinies. Search your deck for Pokemon with 90 HP, reveal and put into your hand, shuffle your deck afterward. Lucky Helmet, whenever this Pokemon card is attached to your active Pokemon is damaged by your opponent's attack, draw 2 cards. Lysander reprinted. Paint Roller, discard any stadium card in play, then draw a card. Skeptal Spirit Link, Tyranitar Spirit Link, a special energy, Dangerous Energy. Whenever the Darkness type Pokemon this card is attached to it is your active Pokemon and is damaged by an attack from your opponent's Pokemon EX, put 2 damage counters on attacking EX Pokemon. There's a special Flash Energy for Lightning types. The Pokemon is card attached, has no weakness. Mega Skeptal EX Full Art, Kyurem EX Full Art, Ampharos Full Art, Mega Ampharos X Full Art, Hoopa X Full Art, Machamp X Full Art, Tyranitar X Full Art, a Mega Tyranitar X Full Art, Giratina X Full Art, Lugia X Full Art, Steven Full Art, reprinted, and there's a Primal Kyogre EX, Primal Groudon Full Art, and Mega Rayquaza EX reprinted. So Secret Rare Energy Retrieval and a Secret Rare Trainer's Mail. So thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe for more featured videos, and don't forget to leave comments below if you want to discuss about this set. So thank you for watching and goodbye.